My name is Mike Pachimishre. I know this is 9137, 2024, 2025 for 3 years. The impact of the project by the DSS was to let the youth know the danger of taking drugs or started taking drugs at early age. It's not healthy for their growth, for their future. So we bring them in during RYLA to be able to educate them and to let them know the danger of even participating in that type of attitude. And I'm sure at the end of the program, they're able to know, to say no to innocent drug, both consuming, selling, or supporting whoever that is doing that. It's not good for their health. And that will help them also to read well in their classrooms, listen to their parents, and be a good citizen of Nigeria tomorrow.
My name is RYLA. I am the president of the Rotary Club of Abuja, also known as Kapala. The club chose to sponsor the Peacebuilding project of the RYLA, which is the Rotary Youth Leadership Academy this year, because of the passion, because of the belief. For we know that the menace of drug abuse, bullying, and cybercrime, all menace associated with the youth abounds in society, and the youth being the future of society is very important. We need to arrest this menace at the board, okay? In order for us to have a better future, for peace and drug-free society. Basically, this is the whole passion, that comes to the board, and we have to convince the club to take it up, and the club they brought it to it, and that's why we sponsored it. Also, our club sponsored the highest number of participants to this year RYLA in Jos. Okay, we target the Rotaracts, okay, because this is the breeding ground, for Rotary. Okay, the Rotaracts are an age limit, okay, that they are still within. Some of them are still within the bracket of teenagers and then young adults, and so that is why we are targeting them, because these people are the core people that this thing, that are involved in this kind of society meetings. And again, it is not just our club alone, it is not only our district. We also review across 4 districts in Nigeria. 4 districts in Nigeria we sponsor their participation in peace and deradicalization project. So the club chose to sponsor this project across 4 districts in Nigeria. We sponsored District 9112, we sponsored District 9126, we sponsored District 9127, and District 9141 across Nigeria. So in my year, in this Rotary year, it's a continuous process to keep up what we're doing, okay, and for the youth, and especially in our sponsor interact clubs, okay, we plan also to provide some facilities in their schools, as also even charging another interact club, a new interact club, as part of our effort. So it's a continuous process. I will continue to do whatever in any capacity that will impact the youth, okay, and make the world campus.
Fellow Rotarians, guests and friends, I am Rotarian Dr. Pietro Zochukwumakliu, the National Chairman of Rotary Action Group for Peace Nigeria Chapter. It's our pleasure to present the 2024 RYLA Peacebuilding and Deradicalization Program. The project is designed to address the 4 main issues bothering the Nigerian youth. Amongst them is issues of drug abuse, violence extremism, intolerance, multicultural incompetence, and cultism, which is globally known as gang crime. These issues are really rocking the social fabrics of Nigeria and affecting negatively the national security and peacefulness of the country. We identified the RYLA program as an entry point, a low-hanging fruit for us to leverage and pilot this programming. And we want to really thank and appreciate the districts that afforded us this opportunity and collaborated with us to actualize these key objectives. District 9112, 9127, 9126, 9141, and of course, our financiers, the sponsoring Rotary Club of Abuja, the grandfather. We thank them specially for seeing this vision and seeing the importance to mainstream issues bothering the youth, the core issues I would add, and to address it from the root by supporting this behavioral change conflict transformation intervention. Whereas this is the maiden edition, it's a program we intend to continue with to ensure that we address these issues and reconscientize the Nigerian youth. We most especially thank as well the partnering government agencies who volunteered their expertise, their technical resources, their experiences, their field and lived experiences, I would say. Organizations like the National Drug Law Enforcement Agencies, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Department of State Security Services, DSS, Nigerian Police Force, Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution, and of course, our very own Rotary Positive Peace Activators. And we really appreciate the district governors from DG Femi to DG Mike to DG Chinedu, DG Kayode. We especially thank you all for providing this platform for us to advance the core issues and look at addressing these issues bothering the youth. We know that the RYLA program is for Rotaractors and interactors of those youth demographic age, and these salient issues needed to be spotlighted and programmings needed to be test run. Rotary-led peacebuilding programming and deradicalization interventions like this needed to be brought to the fore to see how we can start dismantling and addressing some of these issues in our environment. We had very great outcome, and we're going back with our findings to really retool and come back next year. That will be the 2025 this year already, and going forward to deepen our impact, sustain our impact, and see how we can even get more support to do more. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you will find this project very, very inspiring and transforming. I wish you well.
Thank you so much for your presentation. I believe the youth that you see here today are better for it. Coming here to give it to them because the scourge of Yahoo, Cybercrime, and other things is hitting this country to its core. It's sending that message about this country to the world. And there's no better place to start than here. I say, ask them, let them be enlightened. So sad. I know it's not easy to pull you out of the office, but thank you for your time. And on behalf of the Rotary Action Group for Peace, River State Chapter, we hereby present this token and this t-shirt, which actually captures what we do as a group from the Rotary family, that we are all for peace, we are promoting peace, and also pleading peace. So thank you so much, my brothers. its core. It's sending that message
It's not demure at all.
to the world. And there's no better place to start than here. It's let it be reality. Suicide. And it's not easy to pull that on the office. Thank you for your time. And on behalf of the Rotary Action for Peace, River State Chapter, we hereby present this token and this t-shirt, which actually captures what we do as a group from the Rotary group and the Rotary family, that we are all for peace, we are promoting peace, and also building peace. So I thank you so much and God bless you.
Man, cameras. Oh my God.
Taking over set personality, taking over his identity, going to commit a fraud. At the end of the day, who is going to be arrested? Who? Thank you. It is something called fishing. What's it about fishing before? What fishing? What do you use to catch fish?
Fishing is an act of, it's almost like investigating. Clearly with somebody you are not, and then are talking to them as another person who are a different person.
Well, say you try, but that's a good fish. What I've heard of this world, the local palace. Bombing. Now, you guys, I need to investigate all of your woman. You heard of bombing. So what's
using someone else's identity to message people. Mobbing is using somebody else's identity to message people, probably for monetary gain.
No. You tried, right? No. Now somebody try it. There's a guy at the back.
Don't finish when, for example, I can't speak and go man abroad. Then I ask him to send me money and he finally sends me money, maybe from Ghana to I don't know.
Yes?
Bombing is an act of taking something from somebody, like promising to give you something in return, then take what you have to satisfy yourself. That's bombing.
So, wait now.
Yes. Bombing is also known as
what?
fraud. Fraud.
They're all fraud. Okay. No. What bombing did we do?
Visiting your data to
Who have heard about this person called Hush Puppy? So we all know who Hush Puppy is. Let me give a practical example of what fishing is. Local palace calling. I'm not asking you to go too far. These are the enlightenment program, just for you to know the consequence of every action you take over the internet. For every action, there is a punishment. Now, what this simply means, you getting people's login details, username, the password. You will be trained into their system. Change whatever details, whatever transaction you have going on, and converting it back to yourself. In the case of Hush Puppy, he went to, there's a work club that was about to buy a player. What they did, they intercepted the email correspondence between the selling club and the buying club. Instead of the buying club to pay directly to the selling club, he was paid instead. It's a very popular story. When you go to the internet, you definitely see the story there. That's just a simple example of what phishing is all about. It's all about me intercepting all the email correspondence, everybody to write out. And when I see there's about anybody about to make anything of payments, instead of the payment going to them in the White House, the payment come indirect to me. And who pay the loss? The White House. To my own selfish, greedy advantage. That's what phishing is all about. There's cyber stalking. I know we all know what stalking.
Lectures and about it. For this particular lecture, I know the students or the particular faculty because this is what we get for the things not writing in, because if they are not guided on this,
that will foster peace, not just physical peace, emotional peace, and those that affect our mindset. That's why we're here. So we're happy that the facilitator from PSC has been able to make an impact to these youths in the way of his presentation. I hope that they will abstain from cybercrime and all that will cause disarray in the society.
Because I'm aware that this activity started maybe Monday.
On Sunday, they arrived here on Sunday.
So tell me some of the other things that
we are just facilitating this section of the action group. Yes.
Okay. So you are satisfied with what you said so far?
Yes, the impact is so much. We are happy.
It's okay. Is there any possibility that you can have more, more kids, more youth to take part in the subsequent editions?
Of course, there's always room to do that. And then for the action group, we have activities every other month carried out with the mindset of promoting peace. Our focus mainly, most of our activities.
My first name is Emeka. Ilebunami is the surname. I'm a Rotarian. I'm a petroleum engineer. I'm a management consultant. And I'm a corporate trainer. I'm a peace advocate. So the one I brought for you here today is the peace advocate. Context. Write it on your note. 2 levels you must consider. One is what? Context. I will explain context right now. The second one is perspective. Many people were not born deviants. It is the society and the environment to which we thank you so much. You are nominating somebody else, not yourself. Because of that, come. Yes. Yeah, that's what we are preaching. That's what we are preaching, right? That's what we are preaching. Selflessness. Okay. So there has to be 10. There has to be 10. There has to be 10. All right. Thank you so much. So that's what I owe you. I did my order to manage that in the end. So just send it across and then that will be good. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, so my name is Meka Ilebunam. I'm a Rotarian. I'm a professional engineer, a positive peace activator, like you can see, very peace enthusiast, and here today to work with the RYLArians and advance the message of peace building, conflict resolution, especially on the basis of positive peace activation, as well as diversity, equity, and inclusivity, which is 2 programs that Rotary actually tries to espouse. And I'm so totally elated here today because building the new generation of leaders is very, very important. Presently, we may not be getting it right, but these guys, they're bubbling with energy, enthusiasm and zeal. So these messages are really very important for them. And if people like them can start, with positive peace activation from the pillars, I think we're going to be having a very good future for ourselves.
Okay, you've answered just so the last one. What do you think the activation of the positive peace across the nation and West Africa has been like impactful to you, especially now that you are realizing?
So, Rotary is doing this in conjunction with the Institute for Economics and Peace. And you know that there is the Peace Index, the Positive Peace Index that IEP gathers and shares to nations, also try to measure the level of economic development based on how peacefulness a nation is. If you look at the indices, it shows that African nations, developing nations, are still at the lower rung, which means that most of these pillars are still elusive. And all we need to be doing is try to advance all these pillars. But the most important thing is also to do them in a system thinking philosophy, not just to do one and walk away. We need to be advancing each and every one of them, at the same time. So indeed, to your question, the level is still low right now, but that is why we are taking opportunities like training young leaders. Youths have a lot of vibrancy, a lot of energy, a lot of creativity, and if we can get them on board, we think that we are going to have an accelerated pace, for advancing the concept of positive peace within Nigeria, within Africa, within the developing nations. But the most important thing is also to do them in a system thinking philosophy, not just to do one and walk away. We need to be
the RYLA chair, our own Rotarian Omobola. I welcome you all to this 2024 Magic Year RYLA holding in Jos. Live, you know who we are with Rotary? In everything we do, we must apply what? Yes. Apply what? Yes.
Please, and I will never member of the Rotary Foundation. I know that we are going to join the members of the movement to be partners and other.
It is a 13-year-old boy. I told you that I rehabilitate drug-dependent persons. I go around, we need to give factual information, and it involves major stakeholders in communities.
With service and love like this and lovely ring,
This year, we'll do the same. I've arranged and fund is there to make sure we plant at least minimum 10,000 in different schools, so that our children will do what? Enjoy it.
Everyone, go and spray now before evening, so that your chair will be happy, because
for this one that they normally do is just like a celebrity.
To express our profound gratitude for taking time to educate our youth.
Internet or cyber security experts, which are cyber security experts, is just 4.7 million.